Hey traders, TG Watkins here. It's December 2nd when I'm recording this. Welcome to December. I want to do a little housekeeping. So December 5th, which is, I believe, Thursday, coming up this week, I have a presentation, a webinar through Simpler Trading that I want to show you guys what I've been up to for the last couple months. So the last big presentation I did was on zero DTE trading, buying calls or puts. As part of that, I've actually started to factor in selling call spreads and put spreads. So I wanted to show you guys how that's doing. I got my updated stats about how everything has been going along. And then, especially with this market and just how well things are going now that the small caps are coming out of hibernation, they're blooming, whatever you want to say. Small caps are absolutely doing great, and we are all over it. I've had 4 trades go over 100% gain since our entry on them, and I wanted to review that among the other trades that we've been doing. So this market is really, really doing well for the kind of trading that I like. We kind of had those 2020 vibes all over again. So I wanted to give you guys not only a market update, but also kind of an activity update of how we have been doing in the Moxie room with our swing trades, how I think 2025 is going to be going, and then also a recap of my zero DTE trades that we've been doing. So remember, December 5th, I'm sure you guys will start seeing some email notifications from the company about that. Okay. Now, the other thing I wanted to do is take a little bit of a different jog here and, always talk about the market and how the individual stocks are doing, but we here at Simpler, we have 401ks, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have 401ks. You might be self-directed, maybe you have an IRA or something like that, and there could be limitations on how you can manage it. So maybe you can pick individual tickers. That's great. You can trade it the way you want. But if you are with a company where you have a 401k, an IRA, or something like that, and you can pretty much only pick the mutual funds or the funds that they allow, you can still manage that. And you can choose to go to cash or cash equivalent. You can choose to be in bonds. You can choose to be in large cap, small cap, mid cap, foreign investments, anything like that. And you might think it's a little over your head, or you're just looking at a bunch of numbers on a chart. But did you know you can actually take a lot of these funds, they have tickers, and you can put those tickers into your charting platform like this with Thinkorswim. So, for example, we have TRBCX, and all of these are going to be different, whether you're with Vanguard or Morgan Stanley or whatever your service is like. You can do this, and now you can see what that mutual fund or that fund in general looks like for that. And this one you can see here, it's T. Rowe Price Blue Chip Growth. So basically large cap. And you can see what I wanted to do is I could see that for, I think it was 2022, even to the tail end of 2021, that we were going to be in a bear market. And a lot of people were talking about it being pretty bad, and it might be like 2008 all over again. And I thought, I'm a trader. I have control over my account. I don't need to have my 401k go down 50% and then come back. I can do something about this. And so around here up in the top, I decided to take my 401k and just move it into a cash equivalent. And what that meant was basically I was out of the market. I didn't take the money out of the account. I just took the account and moved it to a cash equivalent or bonds or something. Whatever it was, I just didn't want it to be in the market. And I said, I could probably figure out where the bottom of this market is. And sure enough, watching the accounts, the funds that I had access to, I started watching them. And I thought, you know what, this looks pretty good. I think I see a inverse head and shoulders. The Moxie indicator starting to come up. This looks pretty good. And everything else that we were seeing from the market said, yeah, I think this is about time. And so the X is where I decided to take my 401k and put it back into the market, and I divvied it up between 3 different funds, and I'll show you the rest of them. So TRBCX was our large cap, and you can see right there is about where I put in. Again, this is like a weekly basis, so it's not very precise. I just put an X saying, okay, I'm in the market. That's all I care. I'm in the market. And you can see I'm up 80%. Now it's taken a little over 2 years to do that. I'm totally fine with that. It's my 401k, but I'm up 80% on that because I was able to time the market pretty well. Now, the other thing that you might see is right here. This is when I started getting the idea that I think the small caps were going to start running because I could see that the rest of the market was starting to come in. So what I did is I reallocated my 401k. I actually rebalanced it, and I said, I don't want as much in the mega caps and all that. I want to put some elsewhere. And so what I did is I started putting it into something like FSCWX. And you can see here, look at these things. These are they're great looking charts. And actually you can see that for this fund, the pullback or the bear market wasn't too bad. It was definitely a pullback, but it wasn't too bad. And this X is where I decided to move more money over into this. And this one, you can see here is a small cap. Okay, so they have a couple options. And so from there is where I put it in. And this one we're up 16%. Not too bad. And you can see that was a pretty good spot for where I thought that the small caps were going to start taking off, because in fact, you can see right there is where I put it in. Boom. Now we have a big, nice move up. And then you could also look at some of the other ones that I had, HISCX. And same thing here. I could see that we were going to have weakness and a bear market, and I didn't want to be in that because look, I was able to avoid all of that. And what I did is I said, oh, I think that's going to be the bottom. And remember, this is my 401k. I just want to be in or out of the market. I can't really trade it. I just want to be in or out. And so I said, I think this is about where the bottom of the market is. And sure enough, you can see that was pretty much it. Yes, it took another dip, but again, this is something I'm not looking at every day. I'm like checking in this thing every few months and seeing how it's doing. And it's been doing well. It's kind of going up here, and this is where I decided to allocate more to this. So again, I was taking allocations away from the mega caps and putting it in the small caps. So roughly from my first entry here, I'm up 23% and then up overall 38%. Doing it with those small caps, and I think these things are going to start building up some speed and some strength to the high side. One other one that we could look at, VEVRX, I believe this is mid caps, and same thing. Yeah, this kind of looked like very similar to that other one I showed you, but this is mid caps, and so you can see here established value, I don't know, whatever it is, mid cap, something like that, and you can say, hey, this is looking pretty good. This does not look like a time I want to be in the market, but here with the Moxie indicator and trending up, that is when I do want to be in the market. And you could see that looking around here, I guess that's where I put some money into it, but looking here, hey, that would have been a great opportunity to just get back into the market. And you can see here it's roughly up 17%. Okay, but you can use this with your 401k and actually help yourself and help manage your 401k if you feel comfortable doing that. Not everybody's comfortable doing it, so only for those who know what they're talking about and how to look at this, but you can really watch your 401k allocations and you can do something about it, and you don't have to sit idly by the next time that 2022 happens or 2008 happens, and the next time we get a bear market, you can actually go to cash. All right, guys, thought you might enjoy that. I hope you do, and we'll see you on December 5th for the Moxie Room update about the portfolio and how we're doing with all this amazing market that's going on. All right, guys, thanks again. See you soon. Hey, TG here with Simpler Trading. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like or comment below. Also, make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell so you can stay up to date with my market analysis. Or you can join my free newsletter with the link in the description. Good trading, and I'll see you at the next video.